Hello everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Alex and today we are going to be starting a hardcore adventure. So, I guess this is just an introduction, but I kind of want to run this episode as like a diary journal type thing of keeping a catalogue of what I've done on day-to-day activities and how things are progressing. I hope you enjoy the video. Day one of my hardcore Minecraft series. The first day I spent gathering materials, wood and saplings, and doing all the things that you usually need to do on the first day, like looking for food, gathering all the different resources, and placing something down to mark spawn, and just sort of preparing for the rest of the day. The location which I wanted to go in this world was towards the east, but unfortunately there was quite a large ocean between me and my destination, so first of all I had to head north. After gathering I could from this area of the sweet berries and some wood, I decided to craft a boat and then follow the shoreline so that I could try to spot any resources that I could find whilst travelling without being slowed down by walking through the woodland. And I looked to the east, the ocean seemed pretty distant, so I wanted to keep close enough to where I could get to land easily. And this paid off because I found an ocean, like a drowned village, on the shore. After getting everything useful from the drowned village, I then carried on sailing towards the north, where I found a small dark oak wood forest. Knowing that I'd be wanting to use dark wood for future builds, I decided to stop here and get some wood and saplings. Again, stopping here also paid off because I found a ruined nether portal. Another benefit I found from finding this particular dark oak forest was towards the north of here. There were some jungle trees where I could get cocoa beans and jungle wood saplings, giving me another wood type and cocoa beans for making cookies or maybe even brown dye should I need some. So I headed north towards the jungle wood trees, and thought, to my surprise, exploring this world seems to be paying off a lot, rather than going straight to where I went, because as I got here I found melons for more food, and more importantly I found a village where I eventually decided to spend the night and use that to gather some supplies and prepare for the further journey ahead. After spending the night here in this village, I spent the next day getting to know the villagers a bit and obtaining supplies like different types of seeds, like the carrots and the potatoes. I also got some beetroot. After that I took anything else I needed from the village and started heading east along the shoreline again, towards the destination where I wanted to go. So after following the shoreline east, it eventually turned towards the southeast, and after a while I discovered another ruined nether portal where I was able to obtain some more valuable items to help me survive in this new world. Eventually, after almost a day's travel, I came to see the mountains ahead that I wanted to settle at to build my home. From the maps I had seen before, I could tell that these mountains were right on the shoreline, and I figured that would be a really nice place for a home. So I gathered what I could and started heading up the mountain. Not soon after I headed up the mountain, the end of this third day was coming in, so I decided to make a camp underneath one of the trees and get shelter from the rain and to get shelter for the night before continuing my journey. Upon reaching the entrance to this valley, I discovered the mountain range, and it was very much worth the travelling that I went through to get here. So I set off immediately to the bottom of the valley, where I began to set up a small encampment to put my supplies in, and to be able to set up somewhere where I can explore from without too much trouble. Planting the seeds and other things that I'd obtained on the journey here, I was able to make a few of the trees. After a small amount of time of clearing away space for where I wanted to build, I was met by a wandering trader who had moss, which I quite wanted, but unfortunately I had no emeralds to trade with him, so I had to be patient and maybe hope that the next one would have moss. I decided to explore some of the local caves to see if there was any iron supplies or coal or anything I could use to help me with these early days of survival. I found plenty of coal in order to keep me going, and I found a cave as well that I was able to put my bed in at a later point to help keep me dry during the nights. To my surprise, whilst exploring some of these caves, I did come across some emeralds. So, hoping the wandering trader was still there, I hurried back to the camp to make an iron pickaxe in order to get these emeralds to get the moss that I needed. Fortunately, I made it there and back in time, and was able to obtain emeralds and trade for the moss that I wanted. So that worked out quite nicely, and has given me some moss to grow for when I get some bone meal. Eventually, while exploring the valley, I came across where I thought would be the perfect mine entrance. It opens up into a large cave, which I think will be great for exploring and going down deeper into the world. But I think building that entrance will be something we'll be doing in the future, as we're not really prepared for exploring dangerous caves like that yet. So now that I'd done some exploring and obtained enough iron for a bucket, I took some water and set up a nice farm in the bottom of the valley, where I proceeded to grow all the different foods that I'd found on the journey. Eventually, after I'd been here for about 2 days now, I chopped down some more trees to prepare to start building myself a home. After I'd chopped the trees down, I then figured I'd need to start digging downwards towards the bottom of the planet to be able to get some deep slate. And then finally, after having spent a couple of days down in the bottom of the world mining to get the deep slate, I headed back to the surface to build my house and get ready for the next part of our adventure. Welcome back after that episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Before I properly finish the episode, I just wanted to show you around my new house. So first of all, that's where we're planting all the crops. Over there is where the mine entrance is going to be. And yeah, we've gone for sort of a deep slate Viking house with a nice, really tall pointed roof. With this open section up here to let the smoke from the fire inside out. And got some bushes around the edges as well. Yeah, I can see us doing some really nice things with this valley. I may even decide to sort of flood this lower area to make it like a really nice lake. But yes, let's go inside. So I've got a decent amount of storage in here that will eventually get fuller. I wanted the fireplace in the middle of the room, so that one fire actually lights up this entire section, so there's no need for lanterns or torches all over the place, and we've got a nice little cooking pot, which I could do with putting some water in. And then we've got just a simple bedroom, which needs a second bed, just to make it look a bit more cozy. Maybe put an armor stand in there to retire our first set of armor when we upgrade to iron next episode. And yeah, so this is the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it so far. Please let me know what you think of this style of video, and if you want me to continue with the sort of journal entry type, or sort of talk to you as I'm going along adventuring. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Please like if you've managed to last in the video to this long, because people get distracted very easily and change videos. So I will see you next video, where hopefully we're going to be exploring mines, maybe building the mine entrance to look really nice and fancy, and upgrading to iron and maybe diamond armor if we get that far. But yep, see you next time. Bye bye.